So new prison, new game, and I'm cool with that. I'm off Sussex. There's a lot more emotion, a lot more gangs, a lot more movement, a lot more violence, a lot more money, a lot more everything. Um, my first cell partner was a dude by the name of Heavy, 454. He was about 6'3", 300 pounds, and could lift every single weight on a weight pile, it looked like. Um, but he was known as what you would call a man child. Often Heavy would be seen in a pod coloring in color books and making collages, cutting things out of magazines, and just being to himself. But you could see something was different about him. Nobody wanted to be in a cell with him because he was known for throwing tantrums. And a guy named Heavy, aka 454, throwing a tantrum in a 6x9 cell when it's just you and him, and you don't know if he's all the way right in his mind, that could be a problem. So nobody wanted to be in there. I was the new guy on the compound. That was the only available cell in the dorm they were moving me into, and that was where I was moved. And actually, me and Heavy were pretty cool. Um, we didn't have any issues aside from the fact it was about 100 degrees. It was summertime. There was no AC on that camp, and we only had one fan about this size. And believe it or not, he tried to share that fan with me, but man, it was miserable. It was hot. The ice would often run out. There was no cold water. Um, it was just all bad, man. You know, we had a water fountain at best. It would often run lukewarm. Um, but we was cool. About a month after me being up there, my right hand, my brother, one of the guys I had been been with for a minute, and to this day, we're still close. Got transferred up there, right behind me, and it was cool because I had an ally. I knew a lot of guys up there because I had already been doing time, so I had a reputation, but I didn't have anybody really up there that I rocked with. You feel me? So when he got up there, Heavy, he just came to me one day. He was like, bro, he's like, I'll move out the cell so your brother can move in there with you. I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, thanks. So me and Heavy was still cool. My brother was in the cell with me. The bid's a little bit better now. You know what I'm saying? I done got a little bit more established. I'm getting commissary now. I was able to order some property so I can get a fan. He still had to wait on his stuff, but we were getting settled, and we was ready to get some money. I ain't gonna lie. I was both still 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but we was just getting ready to get some money. Um, and still being cool with Heavy. I remember one day I got to talk about this. This guy, he was about 140 pounds. He gets into it with Heavy. He starts talking trash. I don't know why. And he tries to run away from Heavy because Heavy starts to charge him. And the guy runs into a cell, jumps on the top bunk. The cell door is closed behind him. He thinks he's good because it's locked. He's still talking trash to Heavy through the door because it's an open, like, window. There's no glass on it. But he could barely fit his arm through it. But man, Heavy started, he grabbed that handle and started yanking that joint. And man, I told you he could lift every weight on that weight pile. All of a sudden, he seen sparks and smoke above the cell door, where it was starting to basically, the engine or whatever, the motor that closes and opens was starting to burn out. And he got that cell door open, but by the time he got it open, me, my brother, a couple people that he was cool with, we was able to kind of get over there and be like, all right, big fella, it's okay. It's okay, man. Chill, man. Let's go back over here. But man, I believe we saved a man's life that day. Um, me and my brother both ended up getting jobs in the kitchen. And the kitchen is key in the penitentiary. It allows you to do three things. It allows you to eat good, because while you're working there, you can eat a lot of times anything, well, maybe not anything, but at least the leftover food from the meals that are served, you can steal. So you could take that food that you're stealing out the kitchen and hustle, which means you got another way to make money, and then you still got your check. So the kitchen is the place to be, especially at the time where we at on Greensville S3. When I got down there, I was cool with a couple of the brothers, and two of the brothers I worked with that was cool with specifically, they worked in staff dining. Staff dining, that's the job in there. Why? Because, well, one, now you get to eat what the officers eat. Access to the salad bar every day, which is definitely good for your health. Fruits, real proteins, chicken, stuff like that, man, soups, all that good stuff. Two, you can steal stuff out of there, get your hustle on. Three, potential stash spots. There's no cameras because that's their chill spot. And four, I would have access to the staff. the women. Um, and the men CO, because my whole goal was to try to convince one to be a roller or bring some in. Um, and dudes do it too, just like the females. So when I was down there, I was able to, my opportunity came. I was able to get in the staff dining, and man, I was grateful because now I was gonna be really able to get in my bed. I could, instead of being around dudes all day, I could be down here with the women kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And just chill, vibe, and see if I can make something happen. Because this camp is getting money, and all the women that came into that kitchen on S3O, they was dating a guy that was locked up there. Like, you would walk into the kitchen first thing in the morning and go to work, and they'd be hugged up in the corner like it wasn't illegal to do in there. So when I got down there, I was like, man, this is my opportunity. I got a chance. I'm about to make something happen.